Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Shaw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On the option, here's Ekeler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Ekeler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it won't be easy.
To throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Looks good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
These two teams all tied after one. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Rodgers to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers. They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Austin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Box it. Hey, take 26. 56, Mike, 56. Woo! Mike, 56.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Saints 21, Packers 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Second and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. 10 now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Shaw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Eckler, they run left side. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 49 yards rushing for him now on one. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
56, Mike, 56. I'm coming. Mike, 50.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Jump out. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 56. Mike 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want it.
Now Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big-time play. For New Orleans.
And the Saints, 1st down.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to his...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Before they can snap it, time runs out. on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man complete. That's Shaw. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Powering his way forward. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 96 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. Room here to run. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll set up a throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
56. Mux 56. Watch the run. 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One final try now for Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statistician.